the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi Aquarius, and welcome back to Pure Guidance. Let's go ahead and get started. I have already meditated on your energy as well as pre-shuffled all these decks that you're seeing here today. We'll come back towards these two towards the end of the reading. This one will be a card from the universe, and then we're also going to have a set of affirmations that you can use for the month of October. So let's get started. How has September been for you, Aquarius? These are general tarot readings, so it's always nice to always, hear back as to how you all are actually doing and, what you're going through. And it's fun to hear, especially, when you say like, oh, this really resonates. Like it's just such a delight. Like this is why I do what I do, right? Okay, so Two of Wands is your very first card out. It's a very promising card, specifically in regards to, making future plans, but as well as following through with them. It's a card that's filled with action. It's very action oriented, very forward moving, very driven, self-driven, as well as motivation from all around you, really. Just being able to settle in, settle down in thought, and then knowing what the next move forward is, and the world really, really answering you and offering you that anything can happen. You have complete control over the next step. It's just about making the next step. It's about decisions and discovery. So it's a card that's filled with so much and many promises. The universe almost saying like, okay, whatever you want, you can have. It's really just up to you, Aquarius, to make that decision and know what it is you want. Queen of Swords, a very active air card, right? He or she doesn't matter. The point is she knows what she wants and she speaks up. Unlike the King. The King is a bit more reserved in nature, but the Queen of Swords is a bit more outspoken, outgoing. She grabs exactly what she, wants. Like she puts it in her grocery cart, for example. Or, making decisions, being CEO or stuff like that. Like she comes from this really, executive background. It's just a part of her personality, and it's a part of your personality that you get to own in on this month in October, and it can start as early as Libra season, so early as late September, because of course Libra is your fellow air sign, and so it gives you all the more power to just be you and reach for exactly what you want. People will see you very clearly and they will hear you and hear every word that you have to offer. Okay, so that's what we have there. This is followed by the Hierophant and the Three of Swords, specifically around the area of anything. If you were holding back your words because you thought it might hurt another person, if you are interacting perhaps with an earth sign such as Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this is the time to really just get it out there. Whatever's in your heart, to communicate it, and do not be afraid to hurt someone, because right now really just the universe is with you, guiding you and moving you forward. Certain conversations have to take place during this time, and it will be for the best, and you'll just have to kind of trust the universe that more and more is being offered to you as a result of you making that decision to move forward, whether it's to do with a particular decision or voicing your opinion in regards to something. The other person will see really, really clearly where you are coming from. Okay, and again, like I mentioned earlier, this is a month of promises. And so with the Empress and the Hanged Man coming up the way they have, coupled in, the energy is also very suggestive of the fact that there will be a shared change in perspective between you and everyone else that you are interacting with. So this could be your friends, this could be your family, this could be your co-workers, or even strangers, just having that mutually harmonic experience within the time, within the moment. So it's a very smooth and uplifting month overall. The energy that I'm getting here is, it's very lighthearted and fun-filled and directive, in the sense that you are able to tackle your interests. You are able to make yourself be heard, and people are actually listening. They're hearing you out, and they are seeing that you are also coming from this beautiful place, with the Empress card. The Empress card is ruled by, it's the planet Venus. Venus is the goddess of love, beauty, and romance. It's about communication. It's about relationships. It's about strengthening the bond. And overall, the energy here is very magnetic, and it's pushing you forward towards strengthening of current bonds in every single, aspect of your life. It doesn't have to be just love. It could be everything else as well. So it's a little bit of everything where you get to strengthen those bonds. Venus is going to be in Virgo pretty much throughout the month, and it is about honesty. It is about integrating the facts as well as where your heart is within the situation, just the way the planets are playing out during this time period. A perfect place almost to solidify your interests and mutually come to agreement in terms of how you wish to proceed within the bond, whatever that may be. Like I said, it could be co-workers as well. But good news is they are able to see, your truth. Ten of Swords, that's amazing because, followed by the Eight of Wands. This is really amazing because it also guarantees that this is, second, third week of October. You will get to see very significant changes in terms of really difficult times now coming to an end. Perhaps it could be as a result of you, just stepping up and saying, hey, this isn't working out. Can we try something different? Again, this could be in your workplace as well, or it could be within the relationship. Either way, don't be afraid to hurt someone else, because as an end result, good things are happening. You're able to move away from really, hard times. That could have been financially a hard period for you. It could have been just given, for example, the pandemic. Given that, thoughts that are crossing your mind were perhaps more towards the negative, like things not working out, as opposed to, yes, they will work out. So that period of not knowing where things are going, the period of uncertainty, the period of anxiety, lost sleep, whatever it might be for you, all of that is kind of drifting away, and now you're able to welcome in the change. Like I said, there is a hint of that early in October, perhaps even early in the Libra season. And you're able to kind of work off that energies what the cards are suggesting to really switch everything up here for you. Like I said, it's a very promising month. Lots of opportunities opening up here as well, as a result of, your actions as well as your words during this time. They will prove to be very important here for your Aquarius. Good thing to note is also there is a full moon coming up October 1st. It's going to be in Aries, where, of course, the sun is in Libra. That time period works out beautifully in terms of, what it is you stand for, and people around you kind of, the universe orchestrating circumstances in a way so as to bring the best out of the situation. Really aligning you with the right people, the right contacts, the right conversations. All of that is taking place to further your own growth as well as those around you. Eight of Swords, also a huge change in perspective is what we're seeing here. It's kind of complementing the Hanged Man energy we saw earlier. It's a shared perspective as opposed to before it may have been very singled out. So there's no more of that. Everyone is really coming together. There's a lot of opportunities for teamwork, a lot of opportunities for strengthening relationships and bonds. There might even be really good news coming your way where you get to celebrate wonderful things as you move forward in this journey. Again, October overall is a month where you get to kind of proceed in terms of, okay, I want to make these particular changes within my career. I want to make these changes with my finance, and I want to make these changes within relationships, perhaps even change up the home. So it could be a little materialistic in the sense that it might be, I want to sell all my furniture and get new ones, change up the house a little bit. Or it could just be very spiritual in the sense that you're changing up the bond that you have with other people. There's just a whole lot of clarity. So if, for those of you who are perhaps new in a relationship, this could be a love relationship or something else, could be a friendship. there's almost this newfound clarity in regards to where it is you stand and where it is the other person stands within the relationship. Now, if you're really interested in knowing more about that, I would, recommend getting the consciousness spread that I offer, where you get to take a look at your own energy as well as your partner's energy to kind of help gain clarity. But overall, we are seeing increased clarity here for you, Aquarius, towards mid-October and end of October. Just a whole lot of knowing exactly where you stand, knowing where the other person stands here as well for you. Okay, so coming together, things are really coming together here for you, Aquarius. I love it. Truly is a month of promises. Okay, let's tune in towards the end of October. We're entering Scorpio season. Then we have another full moon, actually. October 31st. Imagine that on a Halloween night. Won't the kids just love that? But okay, so during that time we have the full moon in Taurus and the sun will be in Scorpio. It's an aspect where you kind of get to enter a little bit of a quieter period, perhaps, for some of you. It could be not necessarily the circumstances fading away or situations. There will be a whole lot happening for you, more than likely, in October and the end of October, but you might need some time to kind of get away from it all, just to strengthen your own, mental space and gain that clarity and be able to kind of problem solve where needed, as needed. Because Knight of Swords, King of Swords, just kind of complementing that message that was coming across so far. It's really clear that, as an air sign, going into that air season, right, with Libra, going side by side will strengthen your mindset and your perspective and your future vision. This is the perfect time to find that alignment with all of that and more. So knowing what you're wanting, see how we went from the Queen of Swords towards the King of Swords energy? So then, from voicing your opinion, from being heard towards, yep, I've been heard. I know where this is going. I know what we're doing. My plans are straightforward. It's just about then giving a bit of direction. Again, acting with a little bit of authority, problem solving. You're really good at problem solving by the end of October because everything just makes sense. Right? You've gained so much clarity, relationships have mended if that needed to be happening. Difficult times are now behind you. So it's really just about the minute little things that kind of have to take place and be dealt with, and it looks like you're going to do an absolutely fabulous job of doing that as well. Let's take a look at under the deck cards here for Aquarius. We have here the Nine of Wands. So keep on being persistent. A part of you also wants to, just keep on going. No matter the obstacles, no matter the challenges, whatever's up ahead for you, there is this beautiful energy which is saying, it's comforting you, it's uplifting you, to bring you towards a place of, yes, the King of Cups, which is really just an energy of fulfillment. It's an energy of feeling completely supported by the power of the universe, by God, by, being guided by your angels. It's just knowing. Or perhaps for others, if you don't believe in God or universe, you just believe in you being you, and, that's all there is. And the people around you, it doesn't matter your belief system. Point is that feeling of support, that feeling of comfort will be within you no matter the outer conditions, no matter the outer storms. Look at the Tower card, and here you are, Aquarius. The star and the sun are shining, and they're shining bright. No matter the time of day, no matter if it's morning or night, you are feeling that sense of comfort, and you are feeling that upliftment that is meant to be, that is meant to be experienced by you. The Tower being in the center of the reading under the deck here for you indicates that there are going to be certain things that might be outside of, your control. Okay, they might be a little bit out of your control, but that's okay, because you're still going to find yourself very tuned in, tapped in, turned on into this beautiful energy that is saying, so what? If something's going to change, so what? Change is the only constant part of life. Isn't that so? You see it all around you. For those of you, depending on where you live, for those of you who actually get to go through the season, the fall season, autumn, and the leaves are falling or changing color, you get to see that change visually. And you perhaps even appreciate or just accept that as a part of life. Whereas other people who maybe don't get to experience all the seasons and all that, you might view life a little bit more differently. But then here you are, Aquarius, and you are just finding so much comfort within the change that is about to take place here for you. Okay, so beautiful energy overall. Let's look further by getting a card from the universe here. And we're going to be using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. Oh, there we have it. Solitude. Yeah, solitude is the good answer, specifically during a moment of change, during time of change. Instead of thinking about, what others are saying, what others are thinking about it, or how they're perceiving it, it's really about how are you perceiving it? What is your intuition saying about everything? And giving yourself enough time to kind of reflect. Look at that beautiful reflection in the water, right? Taking time out. You might only have, I like the way the moon is illustrated here. It's half a moon. It kind of makes me go towards the concept of being able to see half of it, but the other half comes from your own intuition. It comes from your own understanding, and that's when you get that full, complete knowing. And it does have to come from within. It has to come from that period of reflection, which is what we're seeing here with the Solitude card. Let's add to that a set of affirmations here for Aquarius. And let's see where we're going with this. Again, you can use affirmations as you like. You can start or end your day with it. Beautiful way to strengthen your mindset. Perhaps even during a time of solitude. Why not? Why not give and make some time for some positive energy and get that positive momentum going, right? And the good news is, Aquarius, everyone here is being such a good team player during this month that everything is working out and working out in your favor. And this wonderful, alignment that you're going to find, with your higher self, with the universe, just everything kind of coming together with the star card, right? All these stars representing different wishes or dreams that you wish to kind of bring into life. And it can, and it will. The sun card, reminding you, this is under the deck energy, right? Reminding you of that comfort that is present, that protection of your dreams and of your wants and desires that are present. If it doesn't happen in October, it'll happen in November, but it will happen, okay? All right, we have next the card of happiness. It says on the bottom, immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. Notice the moon as well. If you're interested in getting a full moon reading, that is also another service that I offer. I would recommend October 1st, and of course October 31st. Which one will be stronger for you? I feel like October 31st will be all the more stronger, powerful energy present, because we did have Taurus kind of come up in the reading as well. Just a hint of that is present here. So you can always use that energy to do like a full moon ritual or of some sort. Okay, let's read out the affirmations that come with this beautiful card of happiness. Today, I give myself permission to be happy. I will laugh and laugh some more. I will spread my wings of joy and soar. I now let go of the past and live in the present moment. I am a beautiful, smart, creative heart on our journey towards ultimate happiness. Okay, and there we have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please check out my website at IamPureGuidance.com. I do offer many different services, and I'm sure you can find something that will help, benefit your situation as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and take care. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am Pure Guidance.